Peace be with you. Dear friends, welcome to Living Flame Podcast website and Facebook group. Gospel reflection was Saturday in the 12th week in ordinary time. Today is June 24th. We are celebrating the nativity of St. John the Baptist, a great personality in the New Testament who transitioned from the Old Testament to the New. He is the forerunner to Jesus Christ, the Messiah. He was in the wilderness. This gospel passage we take precisely tells us of the nativity. When Elizabeth was pregnant in her old age, St. Luke very clearly gives a elaborate explanation of how John was born. In his Gospel, chapter 1, verses 57 to 66 and verse 80. And as they were preparing for the birth of John, they all rejoiced because God had shown this favor to Elizabeth. She was a woman of great prayer and contemplation. We do not hear much about Elizabeth, but we can just imagine how she was with Mary. She might have learned a lot from Mary. And this hidden woman gives birth to this great child, John the Baptist. When he was born on the 8th day, they wanted to circumcise the child and they wanted to name him Zachariah after the name of his own father, who was a priest, and in the temple he had received the vision of an angel. Now at this moment they wanted to name him as Zachariah, but then Elizabeth says his name should be John. And they give a tablet to write because Zachariah was not able to talk. He was dumb because of his reaction to the angel who had told that until he would be born, he cannot speak. And Zachariah writes his name as John. What a marvelous thing. Immediately his mouth loosens. He is able to talk. And all the people were marveled at this great event. And they pondered and they thought what this child would be. Actually, the greatest person born of a woman, that is what Jesus says. But Jesus continues, the least in the kingdom of heaven will be greater than John the Baptist. A paradox indeed. Now let us look at John the Baptist. He was a powerful, a great prophet who lived in the wilderness. Hundreds and thousands of people from Jerusalem, Judea came around him at Jordan. In the wilderness he cried out, "Prepare the way for the Lord. The mountains will be leveled, the crooked ways will be straightened, the rugged way will be smoothened, and the valleys will be filled. Prepare the way of the Lord by doing good works." That is what John the Baptist cried. He was fearless, he was powerful, he was strong, he was sincere. And that's why he was not even afraid of criticizing King Herod. And now, when we celebrate his nativity, dear friends, for us it is a great message of power and strength. Like John the Baptist, from time to time, we should know how to go to the wilderness to experience God. What is this wilderness? We need not go literally to a wilderness to find God, but we can find God in the wilderness of our heart, in total silence where God speaks to us. And then we need to be fearless like Him to stand for truth and righteousness. And then it is up to us to announce the coming of Jesus, as John the Baptist did very clearly in the wilderness, calling the attention of the people. We have the obligation as baptized Christians to announce the coming of Jesus to each and every individual who does not know Christ. And that is a tremendous mission that is entrusted with us. Therefore, dear friends, on this day when we celebrate the Nativity of John the Baptist, let us meditate on this passage. Let us try to learn from John the Baptist humility, because he said, "Let him increase and I must decrease. I am not worthy to loosen the thong of his sandals, untie the thong of his sandals." Let us pray on this day that we may become enthusiastic and courageous like John the Baptist in our daily lives. God bless you.